Stars fans, we are just hours away from hockey season. Hockey season? What? Hockey season, the regular season's already done. Yeah, it is. They just finished 82 games where they won just over 50. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The Stars, for the most part, were around the top of the league the full 82 game season. They had injuries, they came back from injuries. They had slumps, they came back from slumps. They ended the season with a slump, yeah. And you know what? They ended the season with some injuries too. Miro Heiskanen is expected, quote unquote, to return by the first round some point. Not expected to be in game one, dare I say, duh. But he could be back at some point in round one. Cool, we need him. Jason Robertson is the subject of, well, and the Stars management seems to be the subject of much scrutiny because Robertson, when he left the game the other night, game 82 against Nashville, reports ran out that he left in a knee brace because of his uh, injury via a hit he took. What does that mean for Robo? Look, this is just a fan podcast. I have no idea. Okay? He could be out tomorrow. He could be out the rest of the season. I have no idea. At the point of this show, the update hasn't even been released yet, but it will be released pretty soon. Now, what have we learned from the Stars this past season? Well, they had Tyler Seguin out. They had Heiskanen out. At one point, Rupe Hintz missed a few games. They've missed some games with some of their top players, and they kept trudging along. They kept winning. They had their ebbs and flows as a hockey season and hockey team does, but they went on to win 50 plus games in spite of that. That's the measure of a good team. Gonna be brutally honest with you. When you face adversity and you just keep going, that's a good sign for the team. Now, here's some more adversity for you guys. Who do the Dallas Stars play in round one? Round one, game one, at the time of this show, is tomorrow. I believe it's at 7:30 p.m. Game one. Against the Colorado Avalanche. Yes, those Colorado Avalanche. The very Colorado Avalanche that beat the Dallas Stars 2 out of 3 times they faced them in the regular season. Oh my goodness, this season is over. Right? This season's got to be over. No, it's not over. You see, as the 82 games of the regular season finish up, which it has, you embark on a much shorter season. A much shorter season where the pressure has to be ramped up, where the guys have to feel the pressure, where the guys even face adversity, still missing Miro Heiskanen, now possibly Jason Robertson, and you get to see what exactly the Stars are made of. Now, say what you want about the goaltending situation for the Dallas Stars. They've held their own with a very lackluster defense, with a very porous defense, with, quite frankly, quite honestly, the talent that we have. They've held their own. Can they be blamed for every last game that the Stars lost, especially in the 7-game losing streak to end the season? No, absolutely not. Now, play style could be it. Talent on the ice could be it. Let's humanize them a little bit. Maybe they just had some bad luck. That could be it too. Now, Well, here's the thing. Here we go with that again. The 16-game season starts now. In order to advance to the next round, you have to win 4. Best of 7. 4 games out of 7 takes you to the next round. Okay? Now, you're going to take some losses. You're going to take some... Is the saying hits on the chin? You're going to take it on the chin now and again. Yeah, you're going to get knocked on your butt. You're going to get knocked around, as the Stars well know. And it's not about getting slapped around. It's about how you handle it, man. I will say this: losing 5-1, 6-1, 4-1, 6-2, 7-2, whatever it is, over the last 7 games, man. I can't speak much on that, man. I really can't, because what exactly are the Stars bringing to the ice? Are they struggling? Are they trying to keep the energy until the playoffs? Are they trying to hold back a little bit so that they don't run out of gas in the playoffs? Now, look, that's been the Stars' problem for a few years now as well. You know, they go all out, empty the gas tank, and before you know it, they're petering out. Now, you run into a team like Vegas. They hit you hard. They're fast. They know how to puck handle. It's about like Colorado, man. They hit you hard. They hit you fast. They know how to puck handle. They know how to score. They know how to play defense. I believe, for the most part, Colorado's healthy. And Dallas only lacks Miro Heiskanen at this point, and Jason Robertson. So, what are we going to learn? Actually, no. Let's backtrack on that statement that I started to make already before I make it. And let's reiterate, the Stars are going to learn just exactly who they are in these coming games. 16 games starting now. 4 games to the next round. 4 games past Colorado. They can't look past Colorado. They need to be looking through shift 1 all the way through to the final frame of game 1. That's all they need to be looking at. That's all I'm looking at, man. 16 games to that big shiny silver thing that is 100 plus years old, whatever it is. Not the point of what I'm rambling on about, but it does hold some weight to it. Look, it's important. And with the Stars, they have been known to kind of coast in situations to end the regular season, like 2020, for instance. And no, this is not scripted or anything. This is just looking at the recent history. 2020, okay? They lost 6 games to end the regular season. Everybody was scared. I was scared. And who did they play? They played Colorado. They played Vegas. They eventually ended up going to the Stanley Cup Finals against Tampa Bay, where Tampa Bay kind of showed them just how gassed they really were. Tampa Bay skated circles around them. And yet, somehow, they put the 6-game losing streak to end the season behind them, and they went on their merry way to win 16 more. Well, 16 more. That's a misstatement there. It was more like 4, 8, 12, 14 more ish. They made it to the dance is the bottom line of what I'm rambling about. And they almost had it. And believe me, had Tampa Bay's injury situation remained the same, they might have had it. We all know how that injury situation played out. Their top player came back, and that was the end of the Stars. Well, the Stars are going to have to find a way to dig deep, and that season is the perfect one to look back on, okay? And Again, the 6-game losing streak is the reason why. And the 6-game losing streak is the reason why I still have hope that these boys can do it. Now, you're saying, hey, you're wrong because even the defense was different back then. The goaltending situation, yeah, you're right. It is. It was. But, they all came together. They found a way to dig deep and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, these Dallas Stars, man, they have some good big names. On the front end of the ice with Mikko Rantanen, Rupe Hintz, Granlund, and Sagan, Ben. I don't need to name them all. You know them all. And for the most part, the offensive part of the Stars is interchangeable, man. They really are. You can put whoever you want in it forward. And for the most part, they all work the same. They all know how to fit in. They all know how to do their job. Now, the defense has been known to stand around. The defense has been known to wait for the other team to make a mistake and then go after them. I don't know if the Stars have the talent to do that, and I'm just being brutally honest with you. I do love this team. I do understand a little bit about the defense of the Stars, not as much as somebody that's on the inside, probably. Obviously, I don't understand that much, but you can observe, even from TV or even at the arena, they just stand around and wait for the opponents to make a mistake, and then they jump. Now listen, if you want to make it through Colorado, who, by the way, during one game, was down 3-0 to the Stars and came back and won 6-3. If you want to keep that from happening, you got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to defend. You got to... You just got to have some energy and urgency and remember what you're playing for. And yeah, I fully believe in these Stars, even though 7-game losing streak, even though, they seem to mail it in the last game, even though a lot of people say on the inside or even on the outside that the Stars were mismanaged and ended this season with another injury. I still believe in them. I still have hope. I still want to see them run through everybody. If you're a fan, of course you do. Of course you want to see them run through everybody. If you're not, then you're not a fan. And here, I'll double down on that and say, for the devoted fans, for the strong-willed fans, man, we do get mad. We will make it a point to post, to comment, to do whatever, so that the players see it. And it's not to be malicious about it. It's not because we know the players will see it. It's that, those guys want to see that we are behind them. We expect better, just like the coaching and management do. And we hope they expect the same from themselves. And again, I have to say that I know they expect better from themselves. And look, this team is wildly different than when it started because, hey, how in the world did the Dallas Stars get Mikko Rantanen in a trade? How do we lock him up for 8 freaking years, guys? And now you have him in your back pocket for the next 16 games. By the way, that seems to be one of the storylines of the upcoming playoff series. Mikko Rantanen against Colorado. And from what I've seen on social media, Colorado fans, a lot of them like him, but a lot of them plan to boo him and heckle him. Look, it wasn't his choice to leave. He even said he didn't want to leave. And he got tossed around like a hot potato, man. He really did. No chance to put down roots and solidify his game. No chance to get used to where he's at. Because in a blink of an eye, he went from Colorado to Carolina and then Carolina to Dallas. Now, Dallas will use him. They will use him to his very core, for lack of a better way of putting it. They will get every bit of use from him they can. And Dallas, honestly, knows and understands how to use their guys. Now, defense, I don't know about. Because from the outside looking in, defense is weak. And again, I don't know if that's the talent. I don't know if it's defensive philosophy. I don't know if it's player confidence even. I don't know what it is. It could be many factors of that. I'll say that. And for us, for the fans, for the butts in the seats, man, we need to be there and to be cheering for them. Now's not the time to start booing your guys. Now's not the time to be down on them for the 7-game losing streak that they ended the season with. We don't know why it happened. We don't know what's going on in the locker room other than there was some sort of illness going on. We don't know. We're on the outside, we're looking in. And look, we wiped the slate clean. 50 games that we won, 51, whatever it was, is all well and good. And it was just well enough to get you into the dance. Yes. It was just well enough to get you a pretty high seed. Yes. It was just well enough to get you home ice advantage. Yes. In the first round. But now it's up to us. Now it's up to the fans. Okay. We're all hyped up that we get home ice advantage in the first round against a really tough Colorado team. It's up to us to make that arena as rowdy and loud as we can so they can't hear each other, so they can't communicate, so they can't even think. Now, does that mean you're heckling people? Please don't. Dallas and Texas isn't about that life. If you look on the signs on the road, it says, "Welcome to Texas, the friendly state." Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't cheer and be rowdy for your guys. Please do. Just don't belittle and berate Colorado. If it was me and if I was in the crowd, you might see me getting into the crowd and looking at crowd chants. You might see me start messing with the goalie, chanting his name. You might see me yelling for the defense to tighten up or something. You might see me yelling just for the Stars, but I would never, ever, ever heckle any of them. I would never, ever, ever tell them they suck, because if they sucked, why are they on the ice? Furthermore, if they suck, why are they even in the playoffs, y'all? They don't suck. They had bad luck, they didn't play right, and they ended up where they ended up at the end. So, one, they're in the big dance. That's all well and good. They have 16 games to straighten this up. Or, if they don't straighten it up, they got 4 games. Either way, we did learn something about this team. The Stars do care about winning. They got Mikko Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen, dude. And yes, I said dude, just because I'm trying not to get all riled up, trying not to get all rah fandom on you guys, but it's up to us now. It's up to the fans in the crowd to hype up the players, to provide the energy, to forget about the last 7 games and to give those guys on the ice some life. We don't know if it's going to make it through 4 games. We don't know if the Stars are going to make it through 16. It all depends on their effort, their coaching, their energy, and that's where we come in. We got to give them our energy. We have to give them everything we got so they can find the ways to dig deep that it takes to win. That's all we can do. There's no use griping about it online like I have personally. There's no use calling out the players online. At this point, all you can do is watch what happens. And, if you see somebody that takes the ice for your Dallas Stars out in public, man, give them a little bit of hype. Like, hey, good luck in the playoffs. Hey, score a goal. Hey, just win, baby. All the stuff you do on social media, make sure they see it in real life. You got to give them some hope too. Don't doom and gloom the Stars just yet. Okay? That is the point I'm trying to make. There is 4 games ahead of you right now, at the very least. At the very most, there's 16 or 15 or 15? Did I even math that right? No, I didn't. There's, God only knows. There could be 28. You could go 7 games each round. Doesn't matter. What matters is what you see on the ice and how you give energy to it. I'm excited. Colorado, I think, is a formidable opponent. That's for dang sure. They beat you 2 out of 3 times. One of which was a comeback win, so they know how to win. And in some weird way, I kind of feel like this is a good way to prove themselves for the Dallas Stars. Do they miss Miro? Oh, absolutely. But Miro can't be the only one playing defense. And I'll be honest with you, from the outside looking in, when you're watching the games, man, it looks like Miro is the defense. Even though we do have an Esa Lindell, we do have a Cody Ceci, we have a Matt Dumba, we have all those guys. That's a talented back end, it really is. But, excuse the clock, you gotta, in times of adversity, you gotta dig deep and turn it around. I firmly believe that we can turn it around. I firmly believe that this team is talented enough to overcome what many people are believing to be their downfall. Not an expert at all, by any stretch. Okay, I just sit here and watch hockey and tell you, hey, this is why you believe in the Stars. Because I'm the kind of guy, I'm the kind of fan that wants you to believe. I'm the kind of guy that wants you at the arena screaming your butt off. I want you at home watching it with your family screaming, losing your voice. Because hockey is fun. And in my mind, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The Dallas Stars, best team in Dallas in my eyes. You got a GM that brings you a product that he believes can win. You got a GM that kind of offers pieces that offer a bright future to win now. Not naming any names, Mikko Rantanen. Oh wait, yes I just did. And who did he give up? Logan Stankoven. Logan Stankoven and Maverick Bork were 2 guys that were talked about ad nauseum on this very show. Or versions of this show. That, I thought, and the co-hosts thought, could bring the noise, and would bring the noise. Stankoven's in Carolina now. You got Mikko Rantanen. Don't ever give up on the Dallas Stars. Don't ever say it's a waste of time watching them. Don't ever throw your merchandise in the trash or burn it. Be better. Watch it, enjoy it, believe in it. Show your support for the guys if you see them, whether it's down the tunnel as you sit in the crowd or in public or whatever. Don't forget to humanize them. They're human. They're not superhuman at all. They're just a regular guy like you and me out there to live their dream while entertaining us. Okay? That's a part that we as fans, including myself, seem to forget. And look, I'm not sitting there telling you that I sit there rah, rah, rah all the time. If you follow me on social media, I sit there and tell you I'm scared. I don't like this. I don't like that, but I love this. I love that. Yeah, I'm that type of guy. I'll tell you my opinions. I'll tell you my hopes, most likely. And that's really all I can do. That's really all the sports writers can do. It's up to the guys on the ice and behind the bench or on the bench, that too, I guess, to win. And I know this, like the Journey song says, don't stop believing. I know I'm not going to. These guys, I'm the type of fan that they're invincible to me. I mean, if you think about it, the team that is the Dallas Stars, man, they don't ever quit. Every new season, they always step foot back on the ice. They're kind of invincible. Now, don't overlook that. Don't think of me as, well, I am crazy, but don't look at me and go, this dude is full of it, because I'm not. Like, the guys that want to be here and want to find a way to win, they'll sign new contracts. They'll come back. They'll get knocked down and they'll get up again, as the song goes. And they do it for us. They do it for themselves. They do it for the city. They do it because they love it. And, that's what we need to remember. They're human. They're playing for the logo on their chest. They're playing for us. And we are no better or worse than them. We're just the guys in the crowd going, hey, go Stars, So don't give up. Don't quit. Remind them who they are. Remind the coaching that they're there for a reason. As you sit in the crowd and cheer. Lose your voice. Have fun. And most importantly, just enjoy the ride while you can. Because it doesn't last forever. I mean, look, even the Stanley Cup Finals ends eventually. And by the way, I'm really excited and hyped up and hopeful because round one, before it goes to the national broadcasts, will be on Victory Plus. And by the way, Victory Plus has been absolutely amazing in my humble opinion. It's only crashed a couple times, once against Anaheim, and I believe it was 2 games ago for me. Are the only 2 games that I ever missed. Maybe that was 3 games. I honestly don't remember now. But to the best of my knowledge, it's only crashed twice. So Victory Plus, Dallas Stars, thank you guys to all the people that run that app. It's a wonderful thing. And I definitely appreciate watching it for free. And all you want out of me is a login. That's fantastic. We love you. We appreciate you. And, enjoy the first 7 games, 4 games, whatever it is, 5, 6. At the very least, you'll get to see them 4 games. And really, we should be happy we got to see them at all. Believe, give the Stars players and coaching your energy, whatever you can. Keep it classy. Colorado's a division rivalry. They're a big division rival. They got 2 losses. 2 Stars losses to think about. The players. The guys that suit up in Victory Green tomorrow night got 2 losses to think about against Colorado. And for any chance that any of the players should happen to hear this, brush it off, man. You got a clean slate. Think of it as, if you have to take the pressure off yourself, think of it as 28 games. I don't care. Just find a way to do your thing and show Dallas who a lot of people know you can be. There are a lot of us that get accused of being, too optimistic and wearing rose-colored glasses, whatever. There's people that are really passionate about you, and, they get up in arms because they know you can do better. Just go out there, do your thing. Remember the 2 losses Colorado gave you. And remember what warriors you are. That's all we can ask of you guys. That's all we can ask of the fans, man. Just be there, be present. Playoffs start now. And with that, I'm out.